Welcome to day 19 of this year's Puzzle Advent Calendar. Puzzle Advent Calendar? What's that? It's a yearly collaboration between 24 of the best puzzle designers, solvers and YouTubers based in puzzles. Wow, that sounds amazing. Who's taking part? All sorts of people. The next video, for example, is a Cubics video. You should subscribe to them. I should subscribe to you too. That would be a great Christmas. Okay, with that nonsense put aside, let's get straight into the puzzling. So I've been sent a packing puzzle by Infobread. He's handmade this himself, beautifully kind of sanded and made from nice hardwood. And it's not a simple packing puzzle like put the pieces into the frame, because as soon as I empty these pieces out, we can see these pieces are all checkered. And being checkered pieces means that when I put this all together, I need to put it together in such a way that we get a checkerboard pattern when I solve it. I'm sure if I just try and jam the pieces in randomly, I won't get very far. No, so I've got not very far at all. So as we can see, that isn't quite a checkerboard pattern, but we should get a checkerboard the whole way. Checkerboard puzzles can actually sometimes be a little bit easier. Sometimes they contain tricks, and whilst not a trick, we do have a little hint on this one. If I use this as my measuring stick, we can see that this is a 5 by 6 rectangle with 2 top corners taken out. So 5 by 6, I'd expect 30 squares, which would be 15 of each, 15 light and 15 dark. But because we've got these 2 top corners cut out here, this actually means that these two would be the same colour. They'll either both be brown or both be white. So I should have 15 of one colour and 14 of the other. So let's count how many light squares have we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I should have 15 dark, unless there's some trickery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So housekeeping done there. We definitely don't seem to have any kind of trickery on the base of this. Having 15 dark squares means these two are kind of de facto light ones. So it does cut down my just random sticking stuff in, because I know this is wrong, because that is light. That could work. I'm guessing there's going to be lots and lots of ways of putting these pieces in, because they're quite common shapes. So certainly the little hint we've got there at the beginning is going to be useful. That's not quite right. This piece here is interesting. If I was designing a puzzle, I might try and put that somewhere awkward, but it's be quite difficult. If I put this here, for example, is it possible for me to build around it? Well, if those two were to go together, that would be the only one going in there, and then there's nothing for this shape at the bottom. And I guess that's going to be similar. Yeah, there's no L shape with white at the top. We would expect this could go here though. This could go here. Maybe I should start building from the bottom. I'd kind of expect this long piece to be on the sides maybe. If it's not going to go in the middle, it can't go to one side because these L's aren't long enough. So it's close, but it's not right. Let's start a bit more logically. If I was going to start this, okay, so I know that we're going to have dark, light, dark. So there's only two pieces that span that entire, this one and this one. So let's try with our L shape in and try and build around it. There are 3 pieces that can slot in up here, or 4 pieces. So quite a bit of play. These puzzles sometimes seem like they're a little bit almost trial and error, but they're not. Actually, the more you kind of play with puzzles like this, the more patterns you tend to see, and you kind of get used to the pieces and what the pieces can do and where they can go. Like straight away, I'm just going to stop here. I know this is not possible. That gives me an L shape, so you don't have to put all the pieces in to test these. And again, knowing that these are light really does cut down my reliance on thinking, which is not my strong point. There's almost a symmetry to this as well. If we look, we kind of got these two pairs, these 2 pairs. There's a little bit of symmetry. It's almost singing Jingle Bells there. These 2 pairs, these 2 pairs. Why can't I solve this puzzle? Oh, no, I thought reversed my L. No L, no L. How many puns is that now? Let's see if we can get these pieces working a bit more harmoniously. If this is going here, then the only piece interesting, oh, it's 2 pieces actually, is this Z shape. That, which would put my longer piece down here at the bottom. That doesn't work. Or on the side maybe. No, that doesn't work. Can I switch them around? Can that go there? That just gives me a little bit more to play with on this right hand side. The right hand side seems to be the biggest problem really. That's a square, I need it to be a Z shape, but not that way round. On the L, not that way round. Oh, that could go there, but then that... No, that can't go there because the only piece it would fit in is the long L. So going back to this, that could fit in. Problem's definitely this L or Z. There must be a bit more of a logical way of thinking about this. Oh, there we have it. There we have it. So I'm not sure how long that took. Probably like 5 to 10 minutes. Seems to take a little while. Yeah, so it's a good puzzle. It's not too many pieces. As soon as you get this idea that you've got to have dark squares here and here, it really does cut down the options. And I think I kind of got lucky in noticing that this long L can't go in the center, so it's got to live on one of the sides. If I'd put this on the other side, I could have been playing a little bit longer. But yeah, no, that's a lovely puzzle, and this is the easy one because, believe it or not, Infrared actually sent me a second one, and he claimed in the message to me that it was practically unsolvable kind of on the video. I believe this one will take a lot longer. So if I turn this over, similar idea. We've got to put these pieces in. I'm not going to solve this now, but just to kind of discuss how I would think about this puzzle. This is obviously a lot bigger. So what's this? This is an 8x8 with the 4 corners taken out, so it's 60. And because it's 8x8, that means these are alternate. So I'm going to have 30 dark and 30 light squares. I'm sure that's true if I count them up. How I might actually go about solving this is to think about building around the edge. And I would try and make an assumption early on that this actually lives on an edge. And the reason I would want to do that, I think, because it's 5 long, here or here, almost kind of a mirror image, I know I've got to get a light colour here or here. And, well, I can get a light colour here. I'm sure I could do one over there. But really, how would I want to try and solve this? I'll try and give you an example. I would try and build around the edge first. So I need something dark that would go in there. There's quite a few more pieces. That one. That's nice, you see. So try and get these longer pieces almost around the edge. That looks awkward. Don't think that would work, would it? I can't see anything that would go with it. So no, that can't go there. Can I even solve the edge? That could go in there. That could go in there. This is all a bit random. Not really thinking about this. But obviously, clearly not thinking about this. You can see my kind of thought pattern is to kind of get the edge and then play around with it a little bit more. Again, as a bit of a hint to a puzzle like this, you do tend to find certain pieces tend to go together quite commonly. I would assume this actually lives on a corner. And I would expect this plus and this C actually to fit together at some point within the puzzle. They might not, but anyone who's used to these types of puzzle probably sees that happening more often than can be attributed to a coincidence. That piece doesn't look like it can go there. Like I say, this is all a little bit random. I knew that this one was not going to be solvable. He hinted towards that on the video. Maybe I will try and solve this and put it up as a bonus video on my channel. But what you really need to be doing now is going over to the Cubics channel and making sure you subscribe to them so that you see tomorrow's video without fail. I hope you've enjoyed my video. I hope you've kind of gained a little bit of an insight into my thought process and how I've gone about solving this. And if you do like videos of puzzles, then I tend to make spoiler-free videos. I don't tend to solve very many on screen. I tend to give some hints or give some reviews, and I would really appreciate you checking me out as well. Good luck to all the people in the Advent calendar. It's been fantastic to take part this year. I hope to take part again next year, maybe even create something myself. That's bye for now, and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.